Hello and welcome to Listen Up Yorkshire. We are lucky to have a very busy Yorkshire-based musician on the show today, straight out of Bradford. Vince Cayo has performed his music in several countries around the world and has shared the stage with the likes of the Rumjacks, Culture Shark and Barleycorn Bastards. And now he is here to tell us more and perform a song from his new album before he heads to Leeds to play a gig with his band, the Yalla Yallas. Go check them out if you're in town. But now, listen up, Yorkshire. Here's Vince Cayo and his Lucky Red Hat.
Kiss goodbye to the princess and the bride. I ain't got no law to abide. Trouble always along for the ride. Boy, you can't knock me out. I've got my lucky red eye. This world is a place too much to tell. Where dog eat dog and then its own tail. Lifetime of pennies down the wishing well. Boy, you can't knock me out. I've got my lucky red eye. I'm going to the gates of Babylon, and I'll face whatever comes along. And if I die, I won't die alone. Boy, you can't knock me out. I've got my lucky red eye.
So this is Coyote Rock and Roll. That was Lucky Red Hat from Vince's new album. Vince has been writing and performing as a solo act for about 5 years. Following a European tour with the Yalla Yallas, he teamed up with producer Grant Henderson and created his debut album, Bound for Glory, that came out in May 2017. The album was very well received and was followed by many gigs around England. Vince's return into Grant's studio in 2018 came out with his second album, Lucky Red Hat. He is staying busy this year working on a fourth Yalla Yallas album with many English and European gigs to go with it. But right now, he's here to answer some of our questions. So, Vince, what is coyote rock and roll? What would you class it as?
I don't know. I mean, if we go back to musical influences, it was I grew up with punk rock, and then punk rock always leads to other things. So I ended up going into folk and Irish folk, and that's what I cut my teeth on. That's when I started playing and writing. Bands like Flogging Molly and people like Dave Van Ronk and Billy Bragg really kind of opened the door and set the pace for me.
That's it's really interesting. So your albums, like, how long did they take you to write roughly?
Well, I mean, some tunes are like a few years old, some tunes are like a couple of weeks old, and it's all about finding the right 10 to 12 tunes that go well together and that blend well together. But
do you find that your music changes over each album, or?
Oh, it's mostly the way I go about making the album. The first album was a bit more sparse and a bit more like 12 individual tunes, but the new album is a bit more one entity, where it's like just 12 parts of one full album.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, if that means anything.
No, I get what you mean. So what about your new lyric video? I hear it came out today.
Yeah, I just made a lyric video for The Ghost of Dean Moriarty, which is one of the tunes off the new album.
Yeah.
And so it's out now on all the YouTube and Vimeo and on vincecayo.com.
Check it out. What about countries you visited, bands you've shared the stage with? Tell us some stories from that.
Yeah, I started playing solo when I was traveling on my own, and mostly in Ireland, around Ireland, and went to America, to the East Coast, and played a bit there. And then we did some tours in the Netherlands, in Belgium.
Yeah.
Went to Greece as well, and so yeah, it's always great. Like, I mean, it's always great. And someone that far away is willing to go, like, yeah, I'll put you on. You know,
I see. Well, you're playing York on the 30th of May, so.
Yeah, with the Yalla Yallas, I play bass in a punk band from Leeds called the Yalla Yallas, and we're playing Full Fed Arms with Subhumans on May 30th.
Very good. Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for coming in, Vince. Sadly, that's all we have time for. Catch Vince Cayo performing near you, and check out his website, vincecayo.com, for more of his music. Join us next week on Listen Up Yorkshire for more musicians around you. See you then.